Hello, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I had to broadcast this live because I wanted us to talk about this. Okay, it's very important that we talk about it because it's something that has to do with all of us that are Nigerians. And for me personally, I live in the Western world, so I know that people are very polite in the Western world. Now, do I advocate for hate speech bill? In a society, oh my god, I'm coming, that works, hate speech bill is good. I'm not saying it's not good. It is good. Yeah, in a society that works. And in a society that the culture permits it. Now, in UK, I live in the UK. Everybody is polite, okay? It's expected for you to be polite. So even when somebody is angry with you or somebody hates you, the person, based on their culture, will still be polite to you, okay? And they don't talk back. They don't, they're not rude. Even if a person is a rich man or the person, has more affluence and more influence than you, the person will not talk to you rudely. That is their culture. But Nigeria, as a culture, as a society, the African culture is centered on hate speech. That is why, when I heard it, I was like, where are we going to start? So if we're going to do hanging for people that, use hate speech, so let's start with people in the markets. Yeah. So I don't know if you're a woman. Have you ever been to all these international markets or any market at all? No matter what culture, the way they objectize the woman, the way they pull the woman, call them names, that is hate speech. Listen, anything, I don't know if maybe you don't know the definition of hate speech. Anything that refers to somebody's sex, gender, ethnicity, religion, race, anything is called hate speech. So, who are we going to start killing first? Who are we going to start hanging first? Because me, I'm wondering, because once that bill is passed, Nigerians are like, oh, bloggers. It's not about bloggers, so it's not about people that make comments in blogs. It's not just about internet. Hate speech is hate speech. Once it's passed as a law, everybody, whether you are internet, not, whether it's physical or not, you are included in the hate speech bill. Let's get that clear. So it's not about just internet. Hate speech is hate speech. If you give me a hate speech on the road in UK, I can take you to court. If it happens in the tube, I can take you to court. It's a hate speech. So let's even talk about Nigerian society, where on the road a woman is driving and a man is driving, and they will tell you, woman, get out, you stupid woman, come on, go and cook for your husband. What are you? That is hate speech. You are referring to the woman's gender. Hey, I love this bill. Look, I'm not against this bill, but all I'm saying is that the people that are setting the trap, all of them will, maybe is a way for us to get all our politicians killed. I'm telling you, the election is coming up. In Nigeria, we know Nigeria election is a heated argument. People are talking on the TV, insulting each other. People are insulting people's religion. Let me tell you, Biafrans, I want you to be happy because of this hate speech. You see all these Yorubas that keep saying no Igbo president can ever manifest. All of them finally will be hanged. So let's get a point. Please, if you're watching my broadcast, please drop a comment. I want it to be a conversation. All right? So all these Yoruba and Hausa people that keep on the internet, whenever there is anything that has to do with Nigerian politics, they keep saying there will never be an Igbo presidency. Igbos are this. All of Una, if we now pass this bill, all of Una will be hanged. So let's pass this bill. Let's see who is going to affect first. You think the bill is only for bloggers, for people who are on the internet? No, it's for everybody. So I have the right, if you insult me, to take you to court and you will be killed. You know, Nigeria is a joke of a nation. Sometimes we put something to the next level and people, it becomes a caricature. In the Western world, where even Trump himself, Jesus Christ, Trump, if you see the amount of hate speech, I'm not saying hate speech is okay, get me right, but the point is that some speeches are not hate speech. How are we going to define it in Nigerian situation where we have a dictatorship, not a democracy? So the government, once you talk about them, once you criticize any of their policies, it will be termed as hate speech, even though that is not part of what hate speech is. I know my Nigeria now. Nigeria will turn everything upside down. So Buhari arrested somebody the other day for calling his dog Buhari. So automatically, if you say anything bad about Buhari or APC, well, it's not just about APC. If APC says something bad about PDP, they will also be hanged. So I'm just giving you guys an example of how it's going to happen. So within 2 months of this bill being passed, I don't know how many people will be in Nigeria. Maybe only children. Oh God, Nigeria is a joke. First of all, Leah Muhammad, or what Muhammad, I don't know what they call that guy. That guy will be the first person to be hanged. Okorocha, that is always insulting people, they will be hanged. Have you watched on television where they are arguing about Nigerians are rude by nature? A Nigerian man is rude. I'm telling you, when a Nigerian man is trying to make his opinion known, naturally they are rude. That's what I'm saying. They don't know how to bottle their tongue. They just say the way it is. That is how it is. An African person is always very blunt and very rude. So bringing that thing to your culture, because our culture is in the face. We say it in somebody's face. All right? So bringing that hate fish, let me tell you where you guys will start, because I'm going to tell you guys. You guys will start from my village. All those village men that are always insulting the women and calling them names, when they go for village meeting, you know how they fight. We are going to start from them, because it is hate speech. When you start insulting somebody for being a Christian or a Muslim, it is hate speech. So this bill is going to be lovely. Now, oh my God, I love this bill. They should pass it. They should pass this bill. Because let me tell you, first of all, once this bill is passed, I'm going to first of all burn my Nigerian passport. I'm not coming back to Nigeria. There's no need now, because I'm a blogger. And I'll say the things the way it is. So they will not hang me. So I'll kukuma burn my Nigerian passport and I'm not coming back again. I'm telling you, because it is rubbish. Nigerians don't know what hate speech is. Their own definition is going to be over the board. It's going to be over the board. You know what baffles me is that we have corrupt politicians who are rooting our money. People are dying every day. There is no bill to hang them. No bill to hang them. We don't have bill for people who are marrying 5 years old, 10 years old children, for them to be hanged. We don't have that. We don't have bill for the headsmen that are shooting people, killing people every day, for them to be hanged. We don't have the bill. We don't have the bill for kidnappers who are taking people's life, to be hanged and killed. We don't have that bill. What we have is speech. If you're going to bring a bill and you're going to bring, I'm not saying the bill is not okay, but I'm saying that the punishment is ridiculous. It is stupidity. Come on. Killed for speech? Even if I call you stupid, even if I say you are mad, you will not kill somebody for speech. Oh my God. Guys, you know what, for all of them, where they glamour, they say, yes, you like this bill, it will affect all of you. It will affect all of you. I was watching what's it, Kemi what's the Ololo, I don't know her name. She was like, yeah, oh, the bill, I don't care, I'm a journalist. I'm like, okay, Kemi, it will affect you because you're always attacking religion. Listen, Nigeria, when this bill is passed, anybody that talks about Bobrisky being gay, you are going to be killed. You don't get it all, because part of hate speech is talking about people being gay, criticizing gay people, because people, like the hate speech said, have the right to their own gender and their own sexuality. So all of una wait for market, una they abuse gay people, yeah? Una go get killed, hanged. Let me make it clear to you guys that it's not just about bloggers, because you're making it look as if it's just internet bloggers. No. It is when you unwrap the mystery of this bill, it is more than that. And I'm going to say it again, and I will say it 1,000 times. The Nigerian culture, the African culture, the Nigeria that I know, yeah, is centered on hate speech. The way we speak, even when the concept of hate speech was never introduced in this world, Nigerians speak, everything they speak is hate speech. That's how they say it. They say things without thinking. On the road, in the market, in the office, when you're quarreling with your husband, when you're quarreling with your family, you just open your mouth, you say, you insult the person, you call the person's name, you whatever. Imbecile. That is hate speech. Hey, my people. Hey. Okay, so you know how many times you open your mouth, you call somebody you imbecile, you this, you, it is hate speech, is disability. It is referring to somebody's disability. So, my people, we the blogger, don't think hate speech bill is all about blogging or internet or social media. No, it's not. It's not about troll. That's a different thing altogether. Hate speech is about a lot of things. When you refer to somebody's religion, refer to somebody's ethnicity, all these Yoruba people are this, Igbo people are this, Igbos cannot do this. There's this man that is always attacking Igbo, who will never be president of Nigeria. It is hate speech. And let me tell you something. The politicians themselves, yeah, they will enter the problem. Oh God. Any senator that passes that bill, that signs it and passes it, is actually signing their own death warrant. If they don't know, they are signing their own death warrant, because we know how during election, yeah, the whole country is heated up. There's this debate, people are talking up, there's so much going on, and you know what happens? People talk crap during debates. Buhari will term it as hate speech, and he will send the SS after you. So if Buhari wants a fourth term or third term, and you criticize it, and you tell him he can, it will term at, you know what? I think I've said what I want to say. I think I've made myself clear. If you are a lover of free, African way of free speech, you know, there are things that are done in the Western world, and we think we can carry it just like that to Africa. No. When we're doing a policy in Africa, we need to think about restructuring it, because the Western world and Africa is not the same demographic, is not the same culture. These are two different cultures and demographic. So we cannot carry certain culture and just use it the way they are using it, and we think it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. So in the Western world, they can do their normal hate speech and is okay. But in Africa, because of the way we are brought up, the way we talk, the way we do things, if this hate speech is not defined by the Senate, if they do not make it clear what they mean by hate speech, we're all going to be killed by Hausa. This is part of Buhari dictatorship. Do you know who passed the bill? is an Hausa man, Abdullah. So it's part of them trying to silence us. Am I against hate speech? Am I against the bill? No, I'm not. But all I'm saying is, you cannot kill somebody, you cannot hang somebody because they said something to you or bad about you. That's how the Nigerians live. The Nigerians they talk rubbish, they talk foul. You come on the internet, somebody will just insult someone. But even physical, that's how we are physical. On the road, we are very, that is how an African person is. So let's define this hate speech based on our culture and not just carry it verbatim. If anybody insults me in Nigeria, we Africans, we have thick skin. If you insult me, I insult you back. That's how we grow up. We grow up with insult me, I insult you back. I don't care. You be big man, you be big man for your house. So let's get it clear that African culture is totally different from the Western culture. To be frank with you, the way we speak, the way we talk, Western people don't get it. So they're trying to tell us that, okay, the way we talk is wrong. How did this hate speech start coming? Anyway, I've said my own share. If not like, pass them. If I not like, no pass them. Me, I dey my house. And they talk with me, I talk. If the worst case come and they start killing people, hanging people, I will just carry my green passport, Bonham, stay in my house for UK. All right? I'm just talking because I don't think this is right. I think this is part of dictatorship. That's why I'm talking. All right, thank you for those that came on to watch me. Please drop your comment. What do you think about this? All right, bye-bye. Take care.